Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You know you were meant to take up space, right? Your light isn't too bright. They just need shades. Just saying.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite cousin, Glow Up with Elon. You already know this page is your safe space to just be. Here we celebrate women embracing themselves with love, patience, and kindness. I'm that cousin, your favorite cousin, cheering you on, reminding you to forgive yourself and helping you shine from the inside out. Every video here is a chance for us to laugh, learn, and grow together, adding a little sparkle, a little softness, and just the right amount of realness. So if you're ready to elevate your life one step at a time, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. And that's here with me. Happy holidays, cousins! Listen, I cannot believe this year is slowly coming to an end. Like, be serious. Wasn't it just January? Didn't we just take down last year's tree? But I'm not too sad because you already know Christmas is my favorite holiday. And speaking of my favorite holiday, I hope y'all love the new setup. I hope you love the new decor. Yes, I had to get into the holiday spirit. I really wanted to bring, that cozy holiday joy right here to my cousin circle. Because let me tell you something. I think I have it worse than Mariah Carey when it comes to Christmas. Mariah be throwing out in November, but baby, I started decorating the last week of September. My decor box was sitting in my living room defrosting since August. Baby, I couldn't wait to scream, it's time! Yes, but this holiday season, it's going to be one for the books, cousins. Your cousin is actually doing 28 days of Vlogmas. But with the twist, I'll be dropping new videos every day that mixes the holiday vibes with the heart of this channel. Which is a safe space for women to feel seen, supported, loved, and understood. We're celebrating Christmas, the holidays, but we're also celebrating you. The growth in you, the healing in you, the new season in you. Every week is going to have its own theme. And for week 1, we're going to start off strong with unwrapping the truth. So yes, cousin, that means we're diving deep. We're unwrapping the things we've been avoiding, revealing what needs attention, and facing things head on, whether we like it or not. Now, cousins, I love keeping it real over here. The holiday seasons is a funny way of showing you people true colors. It's like the lights go up, the music starts playing, and then boom, relationships start revealing themselves. The holiday will either make a relationship feel sweeter or expose everything you've been trying to not notice in a relationship. I don't know what it is, but it's something about this time of year that just brings clarity. Suddenly, the red flags you've been ignoring all year, they start glowing like Rudolph's nose, baby. Like, you can't unsee things. It's blinking, it's flashing, it's waving right at you. Hey, girl, do you remember me? That's what the flag is saying. And sometimes we hold on to friendships or relationships the same way we hold on to gifts we don't even want. You ever get a gift and you like, thank you, but deep down you're thinking, what am I supposed to do with this? Some friendships are just like that. Cute on the outside, but the maintenance, the emotional labor, the baggage, it's not meant to be kept. Not everything wrapped in a bow belongs to you for long term, okay? So today, cousins, we're going to talk about recognizing red flags and not forcing relationship that drains you. Because you deserve connections that pour into you, not the ones that leave you empty. But hold on, cousins. Before we get all the way into the gems, y'all know my rules. We got to do a little housekeeping, okay? If you're not already a part of the family yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button to join the best cousin family. on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video and press that notification bell so you never miss when I drop new gems. All right, cousins, let's get comfortable. Grab your favorite hot cocoa or tea. Get that blanket, light a candle, and put your feet up. And let's tune into today's video, because today we're choosing peace, we're choosing clarity, and we're choosing relationships that feel like home, not one that drain your spirit. Let's get into it, cousins.
If you keep ignoring them red flags, don't be surprised when your life turns into Six Flags. Your life gonna be a whole roller coaster. All because you went based off of potential and ignored the person for who they were. Just remember, the same red flag you ignore at the beginning is gonna be the same red flag that's gonna get you hurt at the end. The same exact one. Damn.
Stop forcing it. Stop forcing friendships. Stop forcing relationships. Sometimes you just outgrow one another. But friendships and relationships should develop naturally. You should not be forcing it. It should not be one-sided. You shouldn't be the only one calling and checking in on people. Stop forcing it. Amen. If it's meant to be, you will be in that relationship and you will be in that friendship. If it's not meant to be, let it go. Sometimes we gotta let friendships and relationships go just so we can grow. Like, it's no one's fault. But sometimes you have to let go of control so both of you guys can grow. So moving forward, we are not forcing friendships. We're not forcing relationships.
Sometimes as a woman, you find yourself questioning, how did I not see all the signs? Did I just run through all the red flags? How did I not know that this man was going to act like this? And so if you don't listen to anything that I say, please,
All right, ladies, we are not ever in this life, in the next life, in your past life, forcing friendship. You don't want to be friends with anyone that doesn't want to be friends with you. You value yourself, you respect yourself, and you are not desperate for anybody's friendship. I don't care how cool they seem or what circles they run in. If someone shows you how much they value you and it doesn't align with how much you value yourself, you need to take several seats and fall all the way back, so far back out of this person's life. Stop texting them, stop reaching out to them, stop responding to their Instagram stories. Leave them alone. You are not desperate for anyone's friendship.
Red flags for my last relationship that I didn't think were red flags, but actually were. The first red flag that I will speak on is definitely love bombing. In the beginning of him and I, like, he called me and texted me on a daily basis, which I did not think was a strange thing. However, when he would text me, they would be like these long paragraphs of how beautiful I was and how he could see a future with me. And, you know, very lovey-dovey type of things, very romantic. And one of the best examples that I have is one morning, I remember I was on my way to my friend's house. Right before I left, he had called me, and my friend's house is a good 20-minute drive. That whole drive, and he was talking about how much he's starting to care about me, how he could see a future with me, how beautiful I was. Like that whole drive, I didn't get one word in. I remember thinking to myself, wow, like this is a lot. But also I was thinking to myself, here is a man that knows exactly what he wants and he's going after it, so how could I fault him? When in fact, this man was love bombing me. The second red flag that I will speak on is just excuses he would make. And the best example I have of excuses, after we got engaged, which was in 2019, I remember him saying to me, we'll get married whenever you want. We've been waiting a long time for this, so we can get married whenever you choose. Now, for context, I did not want something big. I was interested in doing something very small. His friends were trying to convince him we should do something in Dubai, and I had said, let's do something intimate with you and I, and then we can do something big later. So as I'm looking at dates, I find something, we have a conversation, he tells me that date will work. So I make the necessary arrangements. And I want to say about a month before, somebody in his family had gotten sick. Now, I'm not talking regular sick. This man was saying that one of his family members had cancer. So, of course, things came to a halt. So we get through that. And now he's like, okay, we can plan again. You can choose the date. So, of course, I choose another date. We move forward. A month before that, somebody else in the family gets sick. And as he's telling me like these people are getting sick, honestly, I'm not questioning. And yes, I am believing him, because who lies about having cancer? Like, that is a sick, twisted lie. But this man literally lied about people in his family having cancer. Like, who does that? I'll do a part 2 so I could talk about the other red flags.
Most people have no real perception of their own self-worth, and it's so easy to spot. Ask somebody, what do they like about themselves? That's a question that I love to ask people when I'm talking to them. Most of the time, people who have no perception of their self-worth, they're going to name their accomplishments or money. Your accomplishments and your money does not make your character. You as a person is what makes your character. Are you kind? Are you compassionate? Are you loving? Are you caring? Are you empathetic? Are you loyal? Are you a good listener? These are things that make up the core of you, your character. And these same types of people also have no sense of awareness when it comes to their flaws. You can ask them like, so what is something that you're actively working on within yourself, or what are your flaws? They cannot tell you anything. And there's nothing wrong with having flaws. We all have character flaws, but it is very scary when someone is unaware of their character flaws. These are the types of people that will hurt you and take no accountability. Beware. All of what I just said, these are huge red flags in people that I feel like we all should watch out for.
And I'm going to touch your hand when I say this. I don't need you around. I want you around. Therefore, I'm not going to force anything. There is a difference between putting forth effort and forcing something. Learn the difference, you guys. If you have to force it, back out. Get up out of there. If I feel like I'm overextending myself or I'm overcompensating, and when I step outside of the friendship, the relationship, the connection, and I see that I'm the only one that's in the boat rowing, I'm the only one in the garden that's watering it, I'm the only one laying down the cornerstones and the foundation, then I'm forcing it at that point. And I'm overcompensating to convince you to be here. I'm not doing that. This is no longer a matter of relationships and friendships take work. Now, of course, anything good is not easy to get or maintain, and relationships and friendships definitely take effort. But again, there's a difference between forcing it and putting forth effort. The work is me and you working, not just me. So
the older I get, the less I care about preserving certain friendships, connections, relationships, any of that. Like, learning how to just let things be is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And like, that was really hard for me because I'm someone who like genuinely cares about people. Like, if you're a part of my life, it's because I care about you. Like, I'm not the type of person to just keep meaningless people around for no reason. But I've also realized that like the people who want to be in your life are going to make an effort to be in your life. And that takes effort on both sides. Not only does it take effort, but obviously there's going to be conflict. Everybody's going to have their issues, their problems, whatever. But being able to work through those conflicts with the people in your life and preserve those friendships, those connections, those relationships, that means a lot when you become an adult. Because everybody got their own shit going on. Everybody got their own life. Some people got kids. Some people have, wives, husband, whatever. People have all types of commitments. So the older you get, I think it makes you value the people who are in your life. If there is a friendship or a relationship or whatever that, takes its course, I feel so much more confident with letting it be at this stage in my life, because I understand that all of the relationships, connections, whatever in my life are divinely aligned. If you are in my life right now, it's because you are supposed to be in my life, And if you're not, it's just because you're not supposed to be there. But I don't really believe in forcing connections, forcing things. I am in such a let it flow state of mind. And when you embrace that, I think that's when your life just unfolds in the most beautiful way possible. When you learn how to just let things be, let people be. Because I do think when you are younger, you can easily spend a lot of time trying to make space for people who don't belong. But as you get older, you understand that that's just a natural flow of life, right? People are just naturally going to come and go and have their seasons in your life. And I think it's up to us to understand when to be okay, your season is up. Because sometimes we be keeping people around too long. And then we be wondering why certain things are going the way it's going. And it's because certain people ain't supposed to be in your life forever. And that just is what it is.
Stop trying to force things that don't fit. Stop trying to force things into your life that does not fit into who you are and where you are going. Certain friendships, certain relationships, certain people, places, and things. If it does not fit your alignment, if it does not fit your personality, your purpose, just who you are, you will know instantly sometimes that certain things just don't fit. Too often we find ourselves making excuses for people. That's yeah, they're a great person to me when they're around me, but you can't see it. Or everybody else can see people before you do when you have blinders on. When you have certain blinders on, it's hard to see people for who they really are. And when someone tells you that, hey, I don't think this person's good for you, we don't see it too often because we're too busy trying to get it to fit the way that we want it to fit. We're trying to get it to fit into our lives, and it's just stop forcing connections, relationships, friendships that do not fit.
Cousin, listen, I don't know why we as women, or honestly just as humans, sometimes treat red flags like Six Flags. It's we see the sign says stop, but we hit the gas maybe it'll change. Maybe it's not that bad. Or maybe I'm just overthinking. But ignoring those red flags, forcing relationships that drain you, baby, that will cost you so much more in the long run than you will ever realize. Because here's the truth, cousins. When you keep overlooking red flags, you're not only avoiding the problem, you're avoiding your own peace. Every time you explain someone inconsistent behavior, every time you try to justify disrespect, every time you try to give someone another chance that they didn't earn, you're only teaching yourself to settle for less than what you truly deserve. And in the long-term effect, they sneak up on you. Ignoring red flags drain your mental energy until you don't even feel like yourself anymore. It leaves you emotionally exhausted, questioning your worth, second guessing your intuition. You start noticing your personality starts shifting. You get quieter, smaller, more anxious, more tired. You pour until your cup is just empty. It's dry, cracked, and collecting dust. Drier than the Sahara Desert, Bookie. And the worst part, you start thinking the bare minimum behavior is normal. You start thinking love is supposed to be difficult. You just start thinking friendships is supposed to be one-sided. And before you know it, you're knee deep in a connection that was never meant to hold you in the first place. And I don't know what it is about the holiday season, but something about this time of the year just heightens everything you normally overlook. The same behavior you shrug off in July suddenly becomes too loud to ignore in December. Maybe the cozy nights, or maybe just the reflection that naturally comes before the new year. But one thing about the holidays, they will expose every relationship in your life. All of a sudden, you have zero tolerance for people who drain you, zero tolerance for people who only show up when they need something, zero tolerance for inconsistent friends, half-present partners, or family members who just take more than they can give. The draining feels heavier than you can even imagine. The disappointment feels deeper. The red flags feels brighter. Like someone just turned the saturation all the way up. And then the light bulb flips on. You're sitting there sipping hot cocoa, looking at your Christmas tree thinking, why am I bringing this energy into the new year? Why am I fighting harder to keep someone than they ever fought to keep me? Suddenly you realize that peace is priceless and that the new year deserves a new version of you that isn't carrying old baggage. And cousin, let's be real. I'm not speaking from theory, I'm speaking from personal experience. I used to ignore red flags in every relationship of my life. Friendship, situationships, partnerships, you name it. I was the queen of, oh, it's okay. They're just going through something. Even when I was the one losing myself trying to hold on to the relationship. I find myself fighting harder to keep relationships alive than the people who actually in them with me. I was pouring out energy I didn't even have, trying to force connections that I didn't even need to feed. And the sad part, it always hit me hardest right before the holidays. For some reason, every major friendship breakup, every emotional goodbye, every thought realization, it always happens either right before the holiday season or right in the middle of it. I remember one year I was decorating my space, playing my favorite Christmas music, you know, it's Christmas, you know, getting the mood right, feeling all festive, and out of nowhere, I just had a wave of clarity. I realized that one friend I've been bending over backwards for was draining me dry. Every time we talked, it just felt like I had to shrink myself to feel comfortable. I had to dim my light so theirs can shine. And I asked myself, is this really the energy I want to bring into the new year? Another year, I ended a relationship just before Thanksgiving. Not because I wanted to, but because I finally accepted the truth. I was fighting harder to be chosen than they was fighting to show up. And I had to realize I deserve better. I deserve someone who put the same energy that I put in, they give it back to me with the same heart and the same effort. Those holiday heartbreaks, those December's awakenings, they taught me everything I need to know about honoring my peace. They taught me that letting go is not losing. It's clearing space for what God, the universe, and life truly meant for me to have. So cousin, as we wrap up this conversation and get ready to step into the new year with some clarity, more confidence, and more self-love, I want to leave you with this. The red flags you're ignoring today becomes the heartbreaks you will face tomorrow. Choose peace now so you don't have to hear from chaos later. Now, cousins, I want to hear from you guys. When did you start recognizing those red flags? When did you start forcing that relationship that was really draining you? Be honest. You know this is a no judgment zone over here. I want to know where your head is at after this conversation. And listen, Don't keep all this good knowledge to yourself. Stop being selfish. Send this video to at least 3 cousins who need this message. You never know who life might shift by sharing this. I hope you all have an amazing day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss when your favorite cousin drop more gems. And as always, be you, because there's only one you, and the world needs more people like you. But like the sand in the hourglass, we are out of time. Until next time, bye, cousin.